It is the second day of trial for an Odessa babysitter facing murder charges. Emotions are running high and the accusations are heart-wrenching. We're talking about two babies left in a bathtub who died while their caretaker slept. News West 9's Stephen Pepper was sitting in the courtroom today. He joins us with the latest testimony. Stephen.
Crystal, day 2 of the state of Texas versus Joan Reyes just wrapped up moments ago, and it was heavy. You know, this is, of course, the case of the then 34-year-old caretaker who was arrested on March 16th of 2024 for what police say was leaving unattended two 1-year-old babies in a bathtub with the water running when she went to another room, fell asleep, resulting in the death of those two twins. And it was a battle of intent in the courtroom today. The state is trying to argue that Miss Reyes knowingly committed an act clearly dangerous to the two human lives. And to do so, they pulled a ton of evidence, including the 911 call and even the body cam footage of the first officer on the scene. And Crystal, let me tell you, those are images that are still very well burned in my mind. Seeing two lifeless babies lying there on the kitchen floor, soaking wet, receiving CPR, with the hysterical mother screaming in the background. I mean, it was a hard watch for even the family, the twins who were in attendance today. They couldn't bear to watch it for more than a second. Of course, not trying to relive their worst nightmare. The state also called up a handful of witnesses, including many of the first responders, the initial lead detective on the case, as well as the doctor who performed the autopsy, and even the uncle of the twins, who was the one who found them lying unresponsive, floating in the bathtub. Now, the big question in the courtroom today was, what exactly was Miss Reyes doing when the babies were found unresponsive? And while many OPD officers testified that she wasn't doing much at all, they said that she was just standing there, unemotional, didn't render any aid like CPR, and even one sergeant said she, quote, was stoic. And so what the state is trying to do is then use those testimonies to prove, in contrast to the family's hysterical emotions, that Miss Reyes knowingly or intentionally caused harm to those two babies. But we didn't have a final verdict today as the case is rolling into tomorrow. I do have to note that Reyes did plead not guilty to those murder charges, but it'll be interesting to see what comes out of tomorrow, as there's still more evidence and more witnesses to be pulled. And we have yet to hear from the mother of those two twins, but it'll be interesting to see if we do, because she is dealing with legal troubles of her own. She was arrested for drugs found in the home when they were investigating on a search warrant for the Joan Reyes case. But I'll be back here tomorrow, of course, giving you guys the latest. Back to you.